Welcome back, everybody, to my weekly vlog. Thank you all for joining me. I want to give a couple shout outs. I want to give a couple shout outs to everybody who watched the vlog last week and gave me good feedback. Because I'm not going to lie, last week, the vlog wasn't good enough for me to post it. It had a good message, but it had to fix a couple of things for me. So this one's going to be the one I post. This is going to be my first one on the channel. If I send you the YouTube channel link, just know that I entrust you with this secretive thing, and a lot of it is just stuff like just getting a glimpse of my mind because like I said, whoever receives this link is a close friend of mine, and obviously we can't talk all the time or we can't always be on the phone. So this is just documenting my journey with and you guys can see it. And obviously, not even just for any particular reason, but just maybe you guys can find some motivation out of my journey. That would be a blessing as well. So, my message of today, this video is going to be a little longer than the last one. The last one was under 2 minutes. This one's probably going to be a little longer, but I'll try to keep it as short as I can. But my message is to stand out, right? Now, what do I mean by that? Stand out. To stand out is to step up. And what do I mean? Listen, it's easy today in our modern society to just fall in with the trends because with social media, everyone wants to do what's trending. What's this? What's the next thing? What's the next popular thing to do? I'm going to challenge that. You need to do the non-popular thing to do, right? And it's becoming more prevalent from what I've seen that the non-popular thing to do is sometimes to be kind. Listen, there's people who are kind out here, but then they're not really kind. And what do I mean by that? There's people that are sweet and nice to certain people, but they do things such as gossip or, they're not always like, a kind person to everybody, right? Now, let me show you an example of this. Like, I'll use myself as an example. I'm trying my best to be a better man, but could I say that I could say that I've gossiped multiple times in my life? A trillion times, and it's coming more and more prevalent to me that gossiping is so, it takes life out of you. Like, I don't know about you guys, but to me, I don't like gossiping. Because, I don't know, man. It doesn't fit right. When you're gossip, I understand the appeal to some people because when you're gossiping about somebody, it's like you feel power over them. That's why we as humans like to gossip, because we feel power over that person. When you are gossiping in a group of people and they're gossiping about this person, you feel the power because now it's like, I have created this narrative that all my friends don't like this person. Trust me, I've felt like I've seen it. I've been that guy. I've been in groups where they're talking about that person. Like, trust me, I see it. I understand it. But I'm here to tell you, gossiping is not cool, bro. We need to speak life into people. Speak joy. Look, you don't have to be best friends with everybody. That's a lesson I've learned. I can't be best friends with everybody. But if there's this kid that everybody's talking about, instead of me not talking to him just because everybody else is talking bad about him, nah. Why don't I say what's good to him? Why don't I greet him? Why don't I make, him feel comfortable? Why don't I, find ways to involve him? Because when you know what it's like to not be involved, you'll want to involve everybody. And that's the problem. And even people who know what it's like to be involved still got to be not involved, still gossip. Because it's like they want to feel that power, But I'm telling you, the momentary power that you get is not going to be as strong as the love you feel in your heart when you talk to that person that everybody talks about, or you know, you show love to that person that everyone quote unquote hates, you know, like, yes, people make mistakes. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect. So imagine if someone was judging you for every mistake you made and talking about you and a group of people. And now those group of people don't like you because of mistakes you made. I understand certain mistakes are worse than others. And I get that. Like, you know, obviously I'm not going to sit here and condone certain things like crimes or, relationship problems or abuse or anything like that. Because no, that type of stuff, you don't even gossip about those types of things. Those types of things are things you handle. But, that stuff is bad. But even those, are mistakes. They're not good. Like, they're bad mistakes. Very, very bad. Don't get me wrong. And they're terrible. But still. But, like, most of the time, people be gossiping about the littlest things. Oh, this guy wore this shirt today. What? You're telling me that you're gossiping about this person because of the outfit they wore today? You don't know that person. You don't know if they could even. What if that's the only outfit they could afford? Right? Then what are you gonna say? Right. Exactly. Now listen. I'm not gonna be and sound like your elementary school teacher and be like, everybody's got to be best friends, like I said earlier, or everyone's got to be invited to your birthday party. You don't have to be best friends with everybody. But it's the golden rule, bro. Treat others the way you'd want to be treated. Because I'm telling you, that person that you're clowning on and sometimes, bro, like people will make whole groups of people just because they don't like somebody. Like, that's crazy to me. Your whole friendship or your whole bond with somebody is based off the fact that you don't like somebody. Without that person, you wouldn't have the bond that you have. But because of that person, you guys are close. Huh? Dude, come on. What are we doing? Like, and I'm not gonna lie. Standing up and standing out is hard. It's hard because, sometimes you don't feel like being the guy that's like, hey, like, let's not do this, right? Because that's tough because you have to build that inner voice, that confidence to be like, hey, let's not do that, And if you feel like you're in a group of people that's always gossiping about people, and when you defend that person, they still keep going, it might be time to leave that group. I know. They're your close friends. They're this, they're that. I understand. But I'm telling you, those types of people are not the people you want to be close with. And that's real talk. Listen, I'll leave you guys with this. Find ways to stand out and stand up instead of stand in. You guys can do this, okay? I know we talked about the upstanders, bystanders, and all that stuff, and even if you're just like, but Zach, I just listen to it. I don't say anything. That's still just as bad. You listening to it is you consuming that negativity that person is spewing. And so now the next time you see that person that's being gossiped about, you're going to have that negativity in the back of your mind about this person. I also will leave you guys with this. Here's 5 ways to avoid gossip. Number 1, change the conversation. Number 2, try to say something kind about that person. If you get clowned for saying something kind about a person, Well, hey, that's on them, not you. Number three, if you really need to, just leave. Be like, you know, they're like, oh, do you want us to fill you in? You get back? Nah, say something like, nah, I'm good. Number four, if you got headphones, just play some music. Just over the gossip. Focus on the music. Number five, try talking to that person that's being gossiped about. Even if you've never met them, say what's up to them. Talk to them. Look, if that person that they were gossiping about is mean to you, be like, hey, maybe this person's going through a tough time. I'll just leave them alone, but I tried my best. Like, listen, you don't have to be everybody's best friend. You can have your best friends. But what you don't have to be is a jerk or fake. Because you are what you surround yourself with. So if you're a fake person, you'll surround yourself with fake people. But that's my take. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope I could provide you guys with some things to think about, some motivation. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this every Monday. And with that being said, I love you guys, and I'm out. Peace.